I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners.
Yo, what is up, broskies? Is Keanu coming at you with a this is an updated list of my mutant slash Ghoti deck. I'm not gonna like go into card by card. What I'm gonna do is show you some test hands, because if you saw, I'll put the link in the description for the old list. Has been updated a bit. I want to run this a couple times before I put the list up, see if I'm satisfied with it. You know, nice sort of like outside of the meta, like kind of roguish sleeper. I think it has potential, kind of, but I'm gonna go into it. Like I said in the first video though, in the deck list, if you're coming from that, I don't like when like people show off like one card combos, because it doesn't really show you how to play the deck. Also, I've significantly cut down the fish package in this to where I only play 6, like, so 3 of the paces and 3 of the other 2, and that's literally it. I'm pretty sure that's literally it. I'll have to run back through it, because I really want to lean into the mutant side of this deck, and then just have the fish as like a kind of an engine to kind of send it over the top, if you know what I mean. Before I get into it, like the video, comment down below if you like these type of videos. Comment down below what you want to see next. Also subscribe to the channel. We've been booming here of late. We're really trying to get to that 1K mark, so you know, go and hop on. You know, better days are coming, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Put the extra deck aside. So I told you I hate bogus 1-card combos, 2-card combos, but I'm going to show you this one. This is the first one. Then after this, I'm literally going to shuffle every single thing on camera. No cuts. So, and this, obviously, this is all uninterrupted. So first, normal summon M-05. If this was pure mutants and you didn't have this, you'd probably go for, you would still go for the mutant, because it's a free special. This card's insane. You control mutants to special summon it. You can go ahead and use M-05, tribute itself, banish paces from your hand. So this is your banish zone. Hope you guys can see that. The graveyard just ran off camera. So since you banished a monster, you're gonna end with the boy Beast. So right here you have Beast, mutant, paces banished. From here, you're gonna tribute mutant. That's the effect. You tribute it. Banish. Let's banish an expansion, so a trap card. And if you banish a trap, you go get Arsenal. And this is all off 2 cards, of course. I'm gonna put this boy over here. I don't know why he seems more aggressive right there. So all of 2 cards. Currently you have a spell negate. This is unaffected by monster effects. Yeah, this one is unaffected by monster effects. This one's unaffected by trap card effects, the mutant arsenal. Also, when your monster activates an effect, you can banish a card. So this is fine. And when this one's destroyed, you can get one of your mutant spells back from the banish zone. If this one's destroyed, you can get one of your mutant traps, so you will be able to recur back the expansion. You could have sent Cry, but also remember, during your opponent's standby, Paces will come back. So you have a level 8, level 2, quick effect. Synchro these boys off, and this is during their main phase. Ghoti of the deep beyond, if you can see that. So his effect, everything will be nuked, everything's banished. Pass it back, it doesn't matter what you draw, board's nuked, and then he's 500 plus for everyone. So that's the 1-2 card combo. If you want to kind of like run that on your own, like kind of sit your cards outside if you already have this deck built, because that's ultimately what most hands are going to get you to. But depending on what you open up, you know, in your opening grip can make it even more crazier. And that's what I'm hoping to display here on camera for you. So let's go and cut. Beast, Lab, Cry, Shifter, ST. So his grip isn't the best, of course. Let's go ahead and normal summon ST. ST, let's change Shifter. You know, let's turn skip some decks. We don't know we're playing yet, but we're just gonna like shoot it off because we want everything banished. ST, let's go ahead and get let's get an expansion. So right here we're pivoting, like this is a pure mutant grip right here. Let's go ahead and tribute. Right here you could do something a little different. See, you could card trader back in the beast with the evolution lab. I don't really think that's necessary right here because you could just not draw a monster. So tribute ST, it's gonna be banished shifter. Tribute beast. Since you banished a monster, you'll go get the beast. That's fine. You can even leave in an attack if you want. I always summon it in like defense or whatever. And then you can activate, you can either hold the lab or you can like activate the lab. By activating the lab, it'll either special summon your baby back or it'll give you that 200 point boost because you have 100, 100. So you'll be sitting at 26, which isn't that great. But this is also additional fodder for beast. So when they activate a spell, you can banish this, negate that effect, or you can hold it and just sit Cry, sit expansion down, beast, you know, when they pass, you can either fire off expansion, go get another baby. This time I would probably, and this is all during their turn, of course, I always go get like M-05 on their turn because then M-5 will activate and you'll just add another ST. Or if you don't want to add the ST, because you know you can always recur it back off lab if you held the lab. You already have in rotation. You can get the mutant. Like I said, this is all during their turn still. So you've already activated expansion. You have these two cards. You know, depending on what they do, they activate a spell card. You can banish the expansion. You can flip the Cry, and you don't even have to use your field. You can use Beast, well, you can use Beast in M-05. Shuffle the boys back. Because we're still under Shifter, keep in mind. Shuffle them back for Synthesis. Synthesis on summon will pop a card on the field. If they use like a monster, like if you target a monster, they chain the monster's effect. You can chain Synthesis, it's unaffected by monster effects. Or if they use a spell to try to interact, you can chain Synthesis, it's unaffected by spell cards. And then when this is destroyed, you can recur one of your banished mutant cards. And you have a nice pick at this point. You have Cry, Expansion, ST. And like I said, if Beast is destroyed, you can get one of your trap cards. So you could ultimately, if they get around this board, you could ultimately be left with an Expansion, Cry in hand, with an Evolution Lab and a mutant in your hand. Which is kind of, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but the hand also wasn't that great. So, like that hand didn't even start out with anything like crazy, like E-Tully. Like, there's some cards that just, you know, break this deck wide ass open. I mean, E-Tully's gonna kind of break any deck open, but I can run it. Ogre, ST46, Shifter, I love Shifter, Mist, E-Tully. This hand's insane. So I'm gonna activate E-Tully, chain the Shifter, right? So E-Tully. This is gonna be one of those rare times you can play into Nibiru with mutants, which is pretty funny. Because it's not usually, you know, like that, but E-Tully resolves, you know, it's banish M-dash. Off the M-05, we're gonna add mutant, because we literally have everything else. Let's go ahead and normal summon ST46. If I have this much like gas as far as its babies like already on the field, I'm not going for the field spell card. I don't need it. I'll go to get Cry. Now I'm activating Mutant. Banish. Expansion. Trying to get to Arsenal if I can find it. Arsenal's on the field now. Expansion is gone. This is gone because you tributed it, banished trap card. From here, I kind of don't like leaving babies face up, but since we have the Crying hand, it's not really that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and tribute this because it's gonna be gone from E-Telly anyways. Banish the Mist in hand actually. That's gonna be a good target for Cry later. Okay, so with this board, it's super unassuming because we got a spell negate right here. Can't be targeted by monster effects. This can't be targeted by trap card effects. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish one card from your hand. Or field in, target one monster on the field, banish it. So you have a banishing, spell negate. This is fodder for either one of their effects. You have Cry, and you have Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is a pretty sick hand trap this format. Then if they burn through all that, we're still in a shifter, keep in mind. You can either shuffle back in 2 of your babies, a Mist and a baby, for synthesis to get the on-field pop, all that stuff. Or, depending on what they run through, like let's say you've burnt ST on the field, you know, Cry, like you activate Cry, you can shuffle these 3 back. You know, you've already used these effects. You can bring out the big ass Omni Negate Beater. And then when he's destroyed, you can get back 1 of each. So you would, well, I mean, you only have, I'd probably grab back like ST46. I'd probably grab back ST46 and Expansion if he's destroyed. But it's pretty crazy. And really, this probably isn't that great to go into because you don't have anything in graveyard to banish for cost. Because his effect is when a card effect is activated, quick effect, you can banish 1 mutant card from your hand, graveyard, or face up on the field. We're under D-Shifter, so you don't have that fodder engraved, and your hand's empty. So I would probably just go into the synthesis, but is what it is. Nice little boss to end on. And keep in mind, the last 2 test hands we have not seen like the fish engine, which is fine. Because if you run the large, like a lot of people run a knock, that is 1 card I cut. I took out a knock and the Ghoti chain. I just didn't think it was that great, to be honest with you. It was a brick and a half. You don't want to normal summon your you don't want to normal summon Paces. That's just a waste of a normal summon to me. Mutant Cry. This is the last test hand. Shift, Fairy of the Ghoti. 4, 5 cards. Once again, most insane hand ever. E-Telly Shifter. Let's go ahead and get the E-Telly. I'm going to get M-05. M-05 effect at ST. Normal summon ST effect. You're probably wondering why I didn't get a mutant. It's really just because, honestly. Get Expansion. Expansion's a pretty crazy card. So from right here, I'm gonna banish. I'll tribute this. Banish the Ghoti. Let's get the other beast. That's the banish pile, by the way. I'll move the graveyard out of the way a little bit. Then I'm actually just gonna go ahead and like, could be greedy, just be greedy, or just play testing, banish those 2 for Arsenal. And this kind of got you back in the same line from the very first test hand. So Arsenal. So they have a decent amount of playthrough right here. They got Arsenal, Beast, Cry. Then also your fish comes back, standby phase. So right here, you know, you're trading resources with them. You can activate Cry to shuffle back. You can use either the Arsenal in the field, or I would probably, you're probably gonna need the Beast in hand, like the Banish for cost to activate one of their effects. So you could shuffle back in the Arsenal, or if you've already used the Beast, shuffle back in Beast and one of the babies. So let's just say you did that, you activated Cry. Let's say you banish Beast for Beast effect. Like I said, this is all theory, so you just gotta go with it, you know what I'm saying? Let's just go straight into Synthesis. So Synthesis is hit the board. Synthesis is crazy right here, and then if they still play through all that, you can quick effect synchro these off. We're still all under shifter, right? Yeah, we're all under shifter. So then boy comes down. Let's just banish everything now. This is like the last resort. They've already played through everything. You gotta fire it off. Banish everything. Say that's all they got. They come back. Ghoti, remember they're still under shifter, gains 500 for every monster. So he's already at 2,500 just from your stack. Your opponent's probably gonna at least have, I mean, if they try to play into it, they probably got at least 2 monsters. So you're looking at a 3,500 beater. You can rip anything off the top. Ogre's fine. It's just pretty crazy. But if you want the updated list, drop a comment for it. This is a heavy mutant lineup. So if you're coming expecting like this pure ass Ghoti list, that is not gonna happen. We don't have enough support for it yet. But if you want to see the new list, comment down below in the comments for that. Like the video if you like these type of videos, trying to explain a little bit more. Subscribe to the channel. I know I said in the beginning, but you haven't yet, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we're trying to get to 1K. Go ahead and jump on board. You know you got to, because we're the only ones playing bullshit decks like this. So like the video. We'll see you next time.